Yan. O, diba?
Ayan, diba?
Wow, masigilo ka dyan.
Dali.
Dance. Dali dito, dance.
Success!
La. Woo! Parang vlog mo yan? Sige.
Yes.
Hello.
Cuetlaxochitl, a cultural history of the poinsettia, with cheerful red bracts and delicate yellow flowers framed against velvety green leaves. Colorful poinsettias are an indisputable symbol of Christmas. In fact, poinsettias are the most commercially important potted plant in the world because of their endearing association with the December holiday season. But how did this warm weather shrub native to western Mexico become closely associated with Christmas? The original Nahuatl name for the plant we call poinsettia is a Cuetlaxochitl, cultivated by the Aztecs long before the European colonization of the Americas. The Aztecs used Cuetlaxochitl for a variety of purposes, including decorations and the production of red and purple dyes, as well as for medicines derived from the plant's milky white sap. Responding to the lengthening nights after the autumn equinox, wild Kwet-la-sho-she is in western Mexico come into full bloom by the month of December. Green leaves give way to red, pink or white bracts that surround the small yellow flowers on the end of the plant's tall stems. A bract is a modified leaf associated with the plant flowers. In the case of Cuetlaxochitl, the brightly colored bracts help attract pollinators to the small flowers. In the case of Cuetlaxochitl, the brightly colored bracts help attract pollinators to the small flowers. To ensure blooms, Cuetlaxochitl need extended periods of darkness, 14 to 16 hours per night, beginning in the late September, which can be accomplished indoors by moving the plant to a dark room or covering it completely with a cloth or box. Cuetlaxochitl also need warmth to survive, requiring temperatures between 60 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, like its tropical native range. The timing of the annual bloom for wild Cuetlaxochitl began the plant's association with the Christmas season during the 16th century, when missionaries spread the Catholic faith to the indigenous communities of Mexico. In the western Mexican city of Taxco, Franciscan friars used the plant to decorate nativity scenes. Local legend tells of a young poor girl named Pepita, who was on her way to church on Christmas Eve. Realizing she had forgotten an offering, Pepita gathered a humble bouquet of roadside weeds as a gift of the newborn Jesus. When Pepita placed the bouquet at the base of the altar, the weeds burst into colorful blooms of the Cuetlaxochitl. The plant subsequently came to be called a Flor de Nochebuena. Wow! Literally, the Christmas Eve flower, or simply the Christmas flower. In 1828, Cuetlaxochitl was taken from its native home and brought to the United States by Joel Roberts Poinsett, the U.S. ambassador to Mexico. After successfully cultivating the unique plant in his South California greenhouse. Poinsett began sharing the plant with friends and colleagues who marveled at the plant's colorful transformation during the holiday season. A nursery owner in the Pennsylvania named Robert Weiss was the first to sell the plant to the public under its botanical name Euphorbia pulcherrima. However, less than a decade after being introduced to the United States, Cuetlaxochitl came to be known as its most enduring name, Poinsettia, after the man who first appropriated the plant from Mexico. Poinsett is celebrated for introducing the poinsettia to the United States and for co-founding the Smithsonian Institution. However, his legacy as a slave owner and his role in the displacement of countless Native Americans has led some people today to reject the name Poinsettia in favor of the plant's native name, Cuetlaxochitl. In the early 1990s, the poinsettia plant boomed in popularity in the United States, becoming an economic and cultural force during the Christmas season, developing a method to cultivate the plants indoors in massive quantities. Polyeuths founded the egg runs in Encinitas, California in 1923. The egg family worked tirelessly to promote the poinsettia as a Christmas symbol, and their business model proved lucrative. Today, around 70% of all commercially grown poinsettia plants in the United States originate from egg ranch. In the mid 1990s, American plant pathologist Ing Lee of the United States Department of Agriculture determined that the phytoplasma infection of poinsettias resulted in more compact plants with a greater number of flowers, contrasting the lanky appearance of wild Cuetlaxochitl. Phytoplasmas are a type of bacteria that affect the growth pattern of infected plants. While growers like the Etchi family had long utilized special grafting techniques to produce compact plants. The widespread commercial adaptation of this method literally shaped the pontaceous plants we see today in homes, churches, and greenhouses across the world. In 2022, the United States Congress designated December 12 as the National Poinsettias Day, acknowledging both the economic importance of the plants and the close cultural ties between the United States and Mexico. With many names stemming from its complex history, Cuetlaxochitl has long captured the human imagination with its magnificent seasonal transformation. Understanding the difficult aspects of the plant's past does not dim its beauty. Rather, it helps us reflect upon our own multicultural legacy. Whether you call it poinsettia, la Flor de Nochebuena, Cuetlaxochitl, or something else, this attractive plant must have floral feature during the holiday season. Is poinsettia an indoor plant? They are often grown a houseplant in cooler areas or grown outdoors for the summer and then moved inside before the temperature falls to 50% Fahrenheit. Freezing temperatures kill poinsettias. The south side of the house is an excellent location, but any side is acceptable as long as the wind is blocked. How do how do you keep the poinsettias alive? Place them in a light-filled room away from draft. They do best in room between 55 to 65 Fahrenheit at night and 65 to 70 Fahrenheit during the day. Keep poinsettias away from cooler location and avoid exposing them to temperatures below 50% Fahrenheit. Water poinsettias when the soil is dry, 2 to 3 inches down. Then, how long does a poinsettia last? It lasts for 2 to 3 months. If cared for properly, potted poinsettias can last for 2 to 3 months in your home. However, some home gardeners with a particularly green thumb may enjoy the challenge of carrying a poinsettia long after Christmas in hopes of a second bloom next holiday. Do poinsettias like sunlight? It supplies 6 hours of bright, indirect light daily. Placement near a southern, western, or eastern window is great. It's best to avoid direct sunlight, which can cause the colorful bracts to fade and the tips of the foliage to dry out. Poinsettias are not low-light plants. Do poinsettias help clean the air? In fact, in 1992, the poinsettia was included on the list of houseplants most helpful in removing pollutants from indoor air. So, not only in the poinsettias a safe and beautiful addition to your holiday decor, it can help keep your indoor air clean. Wow! So, how often do we gonna water the plants? Then poinsettias don't like to be waterlogged. Check the soil every week and water only when the soil surface is dry to be touched. Let the water drain out of the pot, then dump out in excess from the saucer. And why is potted poinsettia dying? Poinsettias will classically drop their leaves if they are exposed to sudden changes in the temperature, rough or overly cool or dry rooms. They also lose leaves and wilt in response to an extreme need for water. When choosing a plant, pick a healthy full. Ayan everyone, dyan na po nagtatapos ang aking adventure dito sa my Flower Dome, Singapore. Hope you enjoy watching fresh flowers, poinsettia. And wish everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thank you for watching. See you again to our next vlog. I love you all. Mwah!